It's a slow Sunday in the cave. We've got just 3 games for you on tap, but you don't want to miss any of them. My name is Andreas Sachenko and you're watching Daily KHL Update. How about we begin with the biggest of them all? In Moscow, Red Army meet Magnitka. This is the first time Magnitka faced Red Army on the road since they beat them in Game 7 of the final series last season. They also won the last 3 games of the swing and the first meeting between the two back in August. Surprisingly, there's no scoring in the first, so we'll pick it up from the second. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of goals on this one. Here's the first of them. Jeff Black takes a quick shot from the half wall, and it goes past Vasily Koshchkin. Red Army take a 1-0 lead. Just over a minute later, Igor Zhiganov gets 5 in a game for cross-checking. Zhiganov is clearly not okay with the call, but he's gone for the night. Magnitka go on a long power play. Tomas Filipe has the puck. He beats Alexander Semin at the back door, but he's robbed by Ilya Sorokin. What a save! A little later, Kirill Petrov gets a minor for tripping and things go from bad to worse for Red Army. They're now down 2 men and it takes Sergei Mazakin just 7 seconds to convert on this 5-on-3 power play. That's just the way it is with this guy. Honestly, I'd be more surprised if it didn't happen exactly the way it just happened. Magnitka remain on a power play and they score another goal. Alexander Semin passes it over to Oscar Osala and he snaps it into the back of the net. That's his 13th of the season and Magnitka lead 2-1 now. We'll skip ahead to the third. Now it's Red Army who have a 2-man advantage and they tied the game up. Martin Bozhayevsky fakes a shot, taps the puck back to Stefan Da Costa, and the Frenchman wires it home for his 8th. This one is tied at 2 now. 7 minutes later, Magnitka get another power play opportunity, and you got it, they get another goal. Sergei Mazakin scores his 2nd of the night and 42nd of the season. He has 5 goals in 3 games. Magnitka go 3 for 6 on a power play in this one. That's 50%. How is that real? Oh, but there's still much more drama coming up. 9 minutes of regulation. Red Army already pulled Sorokin for the extra attacker. The puck is sliding to the defensive end, but Bogdan Kiselevich wins the foot race against Evgeny Timkin and moves it to safety. He lost the foot race to Timkin in Game 7 of the final series last year, and Timkin scored an empty netter to clinch the cup for Magnitka. Kinda symbolic, especially given what happens next. With just 35 seconds remaining to play in regulation, Jeff Black tips the puck past Vasily Koshchkin for his 2nd of the night. There's no high stick on this play. It's a good goal and we go into overtime. Late in the extra period of play, Kirill Petrov wins the battle for the puck against Chris Lee and he goes for a textbook play. Pass in front to Jan Mursak and he makes it look easy as he beats Vasily Koshchkin for his 6th of the season. That's his first goal since October 25th. What a way to end the night. Red Army snapped their 3-game losing streak against Magnitka as they win it in overtime. 4-3 is your final on this one. We travel to St. Petersburg now where SKA meet Traktor. The last 3 games between the two went to overtime. Let's see if it's going to be the case on this one. Everything goes well for SKA at first. 40 minutes into the opening period of play, Vadim Shipachov scores his 21st goal of the year. Comes on a power play. 3 minutes later, they get another power play opportunity and they convert on it as well. This time it's Nikita Gusev who gets the marker. That's his 23rd of the year. Late in the second period, they extend their lead to 3-0. Nikolai Pahorkin scores his 4th of the year with just 23 seconds remaining to play in the frame. That's his first goal since October 27th. And just 14 seconds into the third period for Horkin, that's his 2nd of the night. Yuli Kovalchuk with a drop. Two minutes later, Evgeny Kadov puts it in on a rebound from the doorstep to give SKA a 5-0 lead. You'd think the game is over at this point, but that's not the case. 5 minutes later, Daniil Guberov skates into the zone, gives the puck to Irin Novotny, and the Czech veteran beats Igor Shesterkin for his 2nd of the season. It's 5-1 now. After that, Traktor go on their 4th power play of the night and they get a goal back. Kirill Koltsev improves his angle the best he can and he scores his 12th of the season. It's 5-2 now. 3 minutes later, Artem Pinkovsky gets the puck in the neutral zone, skates hard to the net, and he stuffs it in for his 4th of the year. That looked like a classic Valentin Pushkin goal though. Traktor are within 2 now, but that's as close as they can get. Kirill Koltsev scores a goal and picks up 3 points, but SKA still win this one 5-3 on home ice. Our last game of the night takes place in Cherpovets. Maxim Chernov and Severstal host troubled Salavat Ulayev. They have Andrei Gavrilov in net tonight instead of Niklas Svedberg. There's a rumor Salavat players voted for the changing goal. Well, at least they get off to a good start. 6 minutes into the game, Linus Ullmark slams it into the back of the net from on top of the circle. It's a power play goal and Salavat lead 1-0. Either through the second period, Severstal get a power play opportunity of their own and they capitalize on it as well. Maxim Chernov wires it home with a gorgeous one-timer. 5 minutes later, they score another power play goal. Pavel Chernov buries the rebound for his cross of the season to give Severstal a 2-1 lead. Early in the third period, Salavat bring it all back to even again with yet another power play marker. Dmitry Makarov scores his third of the year as he tucks it in on a rebound off the end boards. The game goes to overtime where in the last minute of it, Danil Bobchenko sauces it to Boylik Polak and he scores on a breakaway. That's it! Salavat lose their 7th consecutive game, 4 of them in overtime or shootout. With these 2 points, Severstal keep their flimsy playoff hopes alive. 3-2 Severstal overtime final on this one. And that's it for your KHL update. Come back tomorrow though for 2 more games. Karpata will face Spartak while Joker will take on Dynamo Minsk. My name is Andrea Sachenka. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you again soon.